Hello student, today we will discuss a new chapter. The name of the chapter is Microorganism, Friends and Foe. How microorganism is our friend and how they are our enemy. In this chapter we will learn all these aspects. So let's start. Microorganism. Microorganisms are those organisms they cannot be seen through our naked eye. They are very small, which cannot be seen with the naked eye. They can be seen only with the help of magnifying glass or microscope. They may be unicellular or multicellular. They can be exist in alone or in group or in colony. Microorganisms are found in all kind of environment like ice, cold, hot spring, desert, marshy land. Means it can have their survival with a variety of range. They are also found inside the body and outside the body. You will have a picture of the microorganism. They have a very little size. They can be seen through a microscope. There are group of microorganisms. On the basis of their structure and size, they can be categorized into various groups. There are mainly 4 types of microorganisms. They are bacteria, fungi, algae and protozoan. Viruses are also considered as microorganisms. They are different from other microorganisms because they reproduces only in the body of the host like bacteria, plant or animals. That's why viruses are kept in a separate class, separate group. The common property of the microorganism are they can grow inside the body of the microorganism or outside the body of the individual. They can grow on living or on no living parts, but viruses they have the different characteristics. They can reproduce only in the body cell of the host. Example: algae, Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra, fungi, bread mold, Penicillium, Aspergillus, etc., protozoans, amoeba, paramecium, etc. You will have a beautiful picture of this microorganism. You will have a algae, green color algae. Next we will have a fungi, Penicillium, and also you will see a picture of amoeba, paramecium. These are the group of microorganisms. And the next picture of a virus. It is surrounded by a lipid membrane containing DNA inside. So this is the pictorial presentation of the microorganism. Now move to the next part, that is friendly microorganism. How microorganisms are our friends, how they are going to benefit us, how they are our friend. Microorganisms like bacteria, they decomposes organic waste into manure and thus they increases the fertility of soil. That's why they are friend of the farmers. Microorganisms help in fixing atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogen compound in the soil and increase the fertility of soil. That's why the nitrogen fixing bacteria are also our friend. They fix atmospheric nitrogen and help in the increasing the fertility of soil. Microorganisms are used for making curd from the milk, for making cheese, pickles, bread, cake, pastries, alcohol, wine, vinegar, etc. There is a variety of the product where we are using the microorganism. Making curd from the milk. The bacterium called lactobacillus, the name of the bacteria lactobacillus, it reproduces in milk and help to convert milk into curd. Making bread, the fungus called yeast reproduces in flour dough and produces carbon dioxide during respiration, which makes the dough soft and help in making bread, cakes, biscuits, pastries, etc. Thus, they are our friend. Making alcohol, the fungus called yeast reproduces in sugar solution and convert it into alcohol. This process is called fermentation. During the fermentation process, the microorganism use and they convert the sugar solution into alcohol. Making medicines, some bacteria and fungi are used in making medicines which kill or stop the growth of microorganisms. Such medicines are called antibiotics. These antibiotics are the medicine used to kill or stop the growth of the microorganism. Example, streptomycin, tetracycline, erythromycin, etc. So these are the antibiotics. Vaccines. Vaccines are dead or weakened microbes introduced into the body to produce antibodies. These antibodies protect the body from disease causing microbes. These diseases like polio, cholera, typhoid, smallpox, hepatitis, etc. can be prevented by taking vaccine. So this is the overall aspect of the beneficial group of the microorganism. They are our friend in these aspects. Now there is another section, another aspect of the microorganism, that is the harmful microorganism. Some microorganisms cause diseases in the plant and animals. Such disease caused microorganisms are pathogens. They are causing a variety of disease in plant and animals. Some microorganisms are grow in food substance and produce toxic substances. These toxic substances are poisonous for the health. These substances make the food poisoning. Food poisoning causes illness or even death of the person. Some microorganisms spoil materials like cloth, leather, wood, etc. Thus, microorganisms are causing harms of the wealth and health. So, they are our enemy also. Disease causing microorganisms in human beings. How the microbes are causing harms, causing diseases in the human bodies. Disease causing microorganisms are called pathogens. They enters inside the body through air, water, contaminated food or insects. These microbes are called pathogens. The diseases which can be spread from an infected person to a healthy person is called communicable diseases. Means the disease which can spread from an infected person to healthy person is called communicable diseases like cholera, common cold, chicken pox, tuberculosis, etc. Some insects and animals act as carrier of the pathogens, carrier of the diseases. They carry microbes from infected person to healthy person. They are called carriers or vectors. They are called carrier or vectors. Example: housefly, female Anopheles, female Aedes, mosquito. They are causing various type of diseases in the human being. Actually, they are not a causing agent of the diseases, only they carry the pathogens. That's why they are carrier of the diseases. You will see the diagram of the mosquito, female Anopheles mosquito. Aedes mosquito. Aedes mosquito is causing dengue fever. You know the dengue fever. You will have a difference between the posture of the female Anopheles and the dengue causing Aedes mosquito. This is the way of the circulation of the microbes inside the body. You will have a pictorial representation of the transmission of the disease through different organs and its effect on the body, and how it is spread from one infected person to a healthy person. Now, the microbes are also causing some plant diseases. Microbes are dangerous for the plants also. They cause diseases in plants like rice, wheat, potato, sugarcane, apple, orange, etc. You will have a diagrammatic representation of the plant diseases. Here is the photograph of the lemon. You have the photographs of the barley or wheat plant. There are series of diseases that is caused by the microbes in plant also. These diseases reduce crop yield. They can be controlled by using chemicals which kill the microbes. Some common human diseases caused by microbes and some common diseases caused by the microbes in plants have listed below. You will have a glance, you will have a bird eye look, chicken pox, virus disease. You will have a name of the diseases, causative agent and mode of transmission, how they are transmitted from a infected person to healthy person. Now move to our next section, that is a food preservation. How can we keep our food item fresh for a long time? The food items should not be infected by the microbes. How can we preserve, how can we keep safe our food item? We will discuss these aspects in the topic food preservation. Food is spoiled by microbes. A spoiled food have bad smell and bad taste and causes food poisoning. Food can be preserved by protecting it from microorganisms. Food can be preserved by different methods. There are different methods by which we can preserve food items. First, chemical method. Food like pickles can be preserved by using chemical like salt and edible oils. Jams and squashes can be preserved by using sodium benzoate, sodium metabisulfite. These chemicals are called preservative. So these chemicals, when we use these chemicals in our jam, jelly or pickles, the item would remain fresh for a long time. These are the chemical treatment of the food. By using common salt, food items like fish, meat, amla, raw mangoes, tamarind, etc. can be preserved by using common salts. It prevents the growth of the microbes. The third technique is by using common salt, by using sugar. Food items like jam, jellies, squashes can be preserved by using sugar solution. It prevents the growth of microbes. Next, by using oil and vinegar. Food items like pickles, vegetable, fish, meat, etc. are preserved by using oil and vinegar. It prevents the growth of microbes. Next, by heat and treatment. by heat and cold treatment. Heating food items that kill microbes. Similarly, storing food item at low temperature will also kill the growth of the microbes and keep the food item fresh for a long time. Next is the pasteurization. The process of heating milk to about 70 degrees centigrade to 15 to 30 seconds and then suddenly chilling it to prevent the growth of microbes is called pasteurization. This process was discovered by Louis Pasteur, that is why called pasteurization. Next one is the by storing and pickling, by storing and packaging. Many food items are stored in airtight containers to protect them from the microbes. Now we will have a photographs of the food items that are packed, seal packed, and they remain fresh for a long time. So this is all about your chapter microorganism, our friend and food. Thank you.